While companies market AI as an almost magical black box, we do know how LLM's core components work. This video will explore the key techniques behind large language models, transformers, and self-attention. In part 1, we covered how an artificial neural network becomes a deep neural network, but how does an ANN become a large language model? A LLM is a specific type of deep artificial neural network designed to process and generate human language through transformers. In other words, a DNN is a type of ANN that will use RNN to become an LLM. I know that is a lot of acronyms, but bear with me. To put it another way, we start with a basic ANN that will treat each input data point individually. If I input "the sky is gray," it will compute each word by themselves for the generated answer. Through deep learning, the deep ANN will treat every piece of input in context and sequence. For an LLM, the input is the words you type in or documents you upload. This is done primarily through transformers that use a mechanism called self-attention. Self-attention is the core process that lets an LLM determine the importance of context between data points. A crucial aspect of self-attention is that it can only determine certain types of information. It mainly calculates and computes your words into tokens that can recognize three things. 1. Linguistic competence. That means how its generated output is written to be understood. This is like making it so then it could write for a person with a PhD or someone who reads at a 4th grade reading level. Those are changes in the linguistic competence. 2. The syntax or grammar. This just means how sentences should be structured with periods, commas, and paragraphs or bullet points. 3. The semantic context. Context in this instance does not mean understanding the context of your written content in its related field of study. It's talking about its context in your sentence specifically. Ensuring that the paragraph has sentences that are all tied together and related to each other in a reasonable flow. Self-attention does not recognize objective truth or factual grounding. I want to hammer in this point that throughout this entire computational process this LLM is doing, there is no analysis in regard to how objectively true or based on facts their statements are. I really want to highlight how this allows for inaccuracies and false information when it's creating its outputs. This is why UH System highlights that you need to verify every single output that you are given when using Gemini or ChatGPT, because these things are not accurate. They are not designed to be accurate in terms of factual grounding or objective truth, meaning based on what is scientifically, academically, or even socially agreed upon. They are supposed to be accurate in how human-like it sounds. It's an imitation of human intelligence. It is not an actual expression of human intelligence and all of the factual grounding behind that intelligence. If you still have any questions, WCC Library is here to help. Feel free to reach out to us by email, phone call, text, or chatting online. A librarian will be available to chat with you Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.